In this video we're going to consider May 2025 AISL paper 2 TZ1 paper of the last exam, question number 3. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, I have accounts in TikTok, Patreon and Instagram. Just subscribe and follow the links under this video. So let's turn to this question. Felix is training for competition consisting of running and swimming. He plans to train for 12 weeks to prepare for the competition. The running part of the competition is a 5-kilometer race during the 12 weeks. Felix runs on 3 days each week. On the first day of training, Felix runs 2 kilometers. Each subsequent day that he runs, he increases his distance by 5%. Explain why the distances of each of Felix runs form a geometric sequence and state the common ratio. Okay, part A. So why this sequence is geometric? So if we will have a look at the last sentence, you see that each subsequent day he runs, he increases his distance by 5%. It means that the ratio is of consecutive terms is constant. Okay, and that's how we can obtain the ratio. The ratio is equal to 1 plus 5% divided by 100. So we will write it in decimal. So 1 plus 0.05. So our ratio is 1.05. Okay, so this how we can obtain 2 marks. And now let's turn to the part B. Find the total distance of Felix's first 15 runs. So S15, using the formula that you can take from formula booklet, we know that it is U1 times R to the 15 minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Okay, now we know that the first term is 2. So let me underline that. You see that the first day he ran 2 kilometers. Okay, and the ratio is obtained in the previous step. 5 in power 15 minus 1 divided by this. And now let's calculate. So after calculation we will get that the value is 43.2 kilometers for 3 significant figures. Okay, so the second part also done. Part B is done. Now let's turn to the next part. A published recommendation states that on the last day of training, an athlete should run at a distance that at least twice as far as their race distance. Okay, so twice far. Okay, I didn't know about this recommendation. If it is taken from real life, it is interesting to read. Okay, show that the Felix final run of his 12 weeks training plan meets this recommendation. Okay, first of all, let's have a read the initial conditions again. You see that it is 3 days each week. It means that in 3 weeks he will obtain 9 runs, and in 12 weeks he will run 36 times. And we should find U36. So we should obtain the distance that he will run on 36 days. It is U1 according to the formula, ratio in power 36 minus 1. So it is 2 times 1.05 in power 35. Okay, if we will calculate, we will get the value of 11.0 to 3 significant figures. And what compare? How we can compare? So the total distance is 10-kilometer race. Okay, 10-kilometer race, and the twice is 2 times 10. So now we see that 11 is more than, yes, here is 5, yeah? 5. 11 is more than 10. That's why we have shown that these conditions is satisfied. Okay, now let's go to the next part. In the next part it says swimming part. for the swimming part of the competition must swim 335 meters out to marker in the water and then 375 meters back to the shore. Felix plans to swim 2 times per week to train the swimming portion of the competition. On each day he swims. In the first week, Felix swim out to marker, so somewhere here. So actually in the next day he must swim to the certain distance further, right? This is a point actually. Okay, and Felix swims out to marker that is 80 meters from the shore and then swim back to shore. Okay, at the start of each subsequent week, the marker is moved to increase the distance between the marker and shore by a constant amount. Felix swims a total distance of 704 meters in the 4th week. The distances that Felix swims each week form an arithmetic sequence where each term is a total distance. Yeah, pay attention, total distance he swims in the nth week. Okay, find U1. Okay, so it was a lot of words. Now let's see what happened actually. What's the procedure here? So U1, it is 80 meters, right? So this distance is 80 meters here. Okay, and we know that he swam. How much he swam? He swam total distance in nth week. So it means that since he's swimming 2 times a week, the U1, the first term, is going to be our value of 80 times 2 times 2. So the first term is 320 meters. Okay. Now, if we will consider the next term. Yeah, so by the way, the D1 is answered, yeah? So it was D1. Okay, now D2, second part. Determine the increase in the total distance Felix swim each week. Okay, total distance. So the total distance in each week, we can find from this amount of value in the first week. Yeah, we will use the first week distance. So 704. Let me write just a formula of general term of arithmetic sequence U1 plus n minus 1 d. Now UN, which is U4, it is 704. So it is U1, which is 320 plus 3 minus 1. Let me write it straightforward. And we should find d. So that's how we can find d. So 320 plus 2d is equal to 704. 2d is equal to that much. And d is equal to 128 meters. So now we know the difference. So d2 is finished. Difference is 128. Now, third part. Hence, calculate the distance between the marker and the shore in the 2nd week of training. Okay, so 2nd week of training means that we should use first week first. Yeah, in the first week he trained 320, so U1, and U2 will be equal to 320 plus 128. So it is 428. But the question is, hence, calculate the distance between the marker and the shore. So since again he going back and forth 2 times, and then the training itself again 2 times, so it means that this distance will be multiplied by 4. Okay, will be multiplied by 4 first, and then we have to divide by 4. So divide by 4, it's a 112. So this is a 112. Okay, so the question is the distance of the marker between marker and shore in the second week is 112 meters. Okay, and the last part of this question, it says calculate the distance of Felix's final swim in his 12th week of training. Final swim. Okay, so we know that we can find U12 using the same formula. So 320, it's his first term, right? Plus 12 minus 1 multiplied by common difference. Okay, so we will get the value of 1728 meters. It's per week. Okay, and if we will divide by 2, because it's 2 times, yeah, it says that calculate this final swim in his 12th week of training. Final swim means final training. That is why we should divide this amount of value by 2. Divide by 2, so it is 864 meters. So in the final swim, he swam 864 meters total. Okay, it was question number 3, a bit confusing. Yeah, we have to read carefully and also expect all the time this kind of questions, because they describe the procedure with no any diagram. Actual diagram is given, but it is not completely clear. Yeah. Okay, please subscribe and see you in the next video. Goodbye.